Okay. Quali? Let's go.
Good afternoon, race fans, and here we are again for qualifying at the Hungaroring. Who will have tuned the perfect setup for their car? We'll find out soon. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
Alright, we need to, shoot. Change that back. Everything else should be in pretty good shape. I just prefer this setup because, oh, we almost blew by.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
We almost blew by the, having enough time left.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
Alright, can we hold? This all really comes down to tire temp. This does not look promising. This is even with taking care of the tires and keeping them cool on the outlap. Just terrible. Yeah, we're 19. Well, that gives us an excuse to change everything.
Obviously, I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
Yeah, and then when we get to some of these better tracks later, we won't have to worry about everything lasting. I was gonna see how I did last season at Hungary. I think I did reasonably well. It's a downforce track. It should suit us if we're not running on the softs at all.
It's always wonderful to come back to the lively Hungaro ring. A popular destination this, nice and close to the beautiful city of Budapest, with some exciting racing to boot.
The medium and hard are fine
Michael
with the
Schumacher
carcass
pushing his
temperatures.
old teammate Rubens Barrichello up towards the pit wall in 2010, or those great races of 2014 and 2015 as well. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaro ring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile circuit, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. Let's hope we're in for another one here today. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Let's talk about Williams. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change.
Not by much,
So
we were
it's going to
19.
be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career.
Probably would have
You
made
just
it
have to
through
suck up
if
the
we
pain and
hadn't
get on with
slid
the job at
twice on the
hand.
qualifying
Today
lap.
isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
Exciting.
A fantastic effort from Pierre Gasly yesterday puts him on pole, with Lucas Weber alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Bottas, Charles Leclerc and Hülkenberg, Perez, Grosjean, Russell and Daniel Ricciardo, Hamilton, Albon, Kimi Raikkonen and Magnussen, Stroll, Vettel, Carlos Sainz and Devon Butler, Norris and Williams. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
We're not starting where we wanted. We'll need to fight our way up the grid today.
Let's try to plant our differential here.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
I hope we do get multiple departments hit with regulation changes.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good.
Because I think I might be able to save departments better than the AI can. We're not going to push that hard here at the beginning. I want to save my ERS.
Okay, you're in his dirty air. Get past him.
Chip wing. Wow, that was a bog down. Looks like it might be Vettel with the bad wing. Just bogging the rest of us down. Oh yeah, my DRS upgrades take effect this race weekend too.
Okay, we're through the start phase. Now let's build on it.
I made a daring dive there. Alright, lap 16 is when they want us in. So we just need to inspire till then. I expect this car's aero package to do amazing things for us. As far as improving on where we're starting.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
We're going to preserve some fuel.
Butler is ahead of you. Okay, gap
Here's
ahead
what
is
they're doing.
1.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
One
the time
stopping.
last lap was a 1:20.2. You're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
Yeah, the hards basically do get through the entire race. The real benefit of them is just being able to run better on the temperature. This is where I expect the tires to start dying.
Increase the ERS deployment. We're trailing our teammate by 6.
Like the soft tires in
seconds.
particular.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
We're getting in there now. Got to be careful. Dirty air is really difficult to follow in. Not close enough, really. Might actually be hot lap that we want. Offers better acceleration than overtake.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Switch to overtake and have a go.
Won't be overtake, it'll be hot lap. Now, the way they just plant their car in the way there, I don't like it. We did avoid any damage.
Nice move. Good job.
Yeah, we just need to overtake left, right, and center. And mostly just to what the game allows us to get. We're in DRS range.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Vettel looks like he might be fading on those softs too. If we can get closer, we might be able to get by anyway. Maybe thought about having a look, but in the end, didn't do it. Just leaving my car at 100% differential.
To teammate ahead.
The drag reduction is just amazing.
0 seconds.
We line it up just right, and there's just not anything they can do, even in a DRS train. Cool, you're still on. Hey, Mario B, welcome back. Yeah, I just had to climb back into this one because the soft tire just overheats like crazy on this track. Alright, we're at hot lap. We're lining up another pass. Just the frustrating thing is this kind of has to be one at a time.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
Man, that's scary. They go defensive and they really can't. Because the closing speed is just downright frightening. Do you think the AI is better this year? About the same, with the exception that they're a little bit more insane on starts when they try to get a gap to overtake in. Other than that, they're largely the same as last year. like how they try to block you as you pass. I don't like how they sometimes close the door on you when you have the corner and usually slam into you. Exactly like that right there. I'm trying to get by both of them. See, and with the placement. With the placement of the car, they shouldn't be doing that. That's just the issue I take. I should not be getting my wing chipped because they try to cut me off there. I guess we just take one and go from there. But they do tend to ignore you when you're alongside, which 2017 is when it started to go downhill as far as this overtaking behavior goes, because prior to 2018, the AI would actively give you space. They changed it so that they don't anymore, with the premise being that they defend the positions better that way. But it just causes you to chip your wing in situations where you really shouldn't be chipping your wing. And it makes DRS trains like way more frustrating when you're faster. When you're just a slight bit faster. Because it forced you into a situation where you need to get your entire car past the player ahead.
Okay, some information on signs. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
They're all going into the pits, okay. We're having frame rate dips. As it is, they won't give you any space unless they'll get penalized for doing so. I'm on 95%.
Yellow flag. Okay, clear.
Actually, if you're new to this series, what might actually really anger you is that prior to F1 2015, the AI would actually slow down if their acceleration was going to take them into you. And they stopped doing that in 2015. All under the guise of making the AI more aggressive rather than having them pass you with more finesse. They more or less have just become argy-bargy like the older AI of F1 Championship Edition back in like 2006. And that's just kind of the stuff I don't much care for.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
I mean, pace-wise, yeah, it's fine. I just find myself having to rewind a lot of their stupid stuff that they do. People that are better at this game would say, well, just don't try to overtake there then. It's like, then when are you ever going to make an overtake move? If there's never a good time to do it. Elorella, how you doing? I see that you're the one that posted that comment there. So I got Keeney behind. We're in battery recharge mode. I agree that the behavior of the AI is horrible, but to give them the benefit of the doubt as to why it is the way it is. Exploits. The huge issue in previous titles has been that the AI was way too easy to manipulate, meaning active blocking was more effective than actual racing. Yeah, they just need, the way they're doing it, though, like, to eliminate those exploits is awful. It's awful for, like, the average gamer. Like, if you're actively blocking the AI should finesse an overtake move around you rather than simply drive into the back of you. In general, I don't think they should ever be programming the AI to actively cause more accidents versus human behavior, that is. Just kind of my opinion with it. If I was new to the title, I'd be absolutely pretty tilted.
You'll be on the hards.
It still annoys me, but like you say, it is kind of expected of the AI at this point. And the other thing is, like, the main reason that I'm in, like, a lot of these situations, specifically this track, is because the soft tires, in conjunction with the carcass temperatures, because there's so many corners, the tires just overheat like crazy. I just can't qualify well here. Man, the way the AI acts just drives me crazy.
At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
They're on newer tires. I would like to think they're going to be faster.
You are in first position, front of the pack.
Interestingly, though, they're actually on the medium tires, which I don't think are going to get to the end.
Gasly behind, okay, the gap behind is 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 19.
There they are trying to
Some
get them to the
information on
end.
Norris. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
I mean, I could play F1 2013, F1 2014, those games, and probably never get mad at the AI's behavior in that game.
We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the
So
curb.
really what they should have done was gone for the AI behaving like that, but maybe being a little bit smarter on the way the player was trying to exploit them. The F2 series, I noticed that the most Butler magically received an NOS boost to his car and then left me no room to pass, acting like it's bumper cars. I feel like the slipstream effect might be a little bit too strong in this game versus real life too. Because the AI, when they're directly behind another AI, just catch up in a way that just never happens in real life. In real life, they actually go out of their way to follow about a second behind if they're not actively looking for an overtake.
Go now.
Completely new AI? Did they really? Because to me, this just feels like,
Okay, stay clear of the right line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving.
it feels a lot like the F1 2018 AI. Where the starts just feel different. A little bit different. What is this boggy? Wow, this comes with the territory just being in a 50% race. Looks like Norris is the slowie. This is costing us seconds. I need to try to find my way by this mess. See, I had to actually go off track to avoid that. I was losing too much time. I need to try to avoid that curb. Are you guys stopping again? Probably not.
Ricardo is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 3.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a
Just look how quickly we lost touch with this. Just incredibly frustrating to deal with this. Where they're slower and they just actively hold you up.
We're trailing our teammate by 5.3 seconds.
I would love for the AI to just actively recognize that you're way faster than them and generally not fight as hard in some cases. Because they do this blocking behavior even when they're not really racing you.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.5 seconds.
Oh, they even do it when they're blue flagged, yeah. Ooh, purple sector 2.
Battery charge is high. Let's increase ERS deployment to up the pace.
I'm actively taking a shot at the fastest lap now. Do it while the tires are young, so to speak.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
Not close enough. Yeah, this is where our online community is working with. They'll play this, they come into the online, and they're just like, man, these AI are cheap. Let's just race like they do. This should be an easy pass. He's got no DRS. See, even that on the blocking move, they don't really give you room on the outside.
Brilliant. Nice move.
I think Ricardo screwed up going to Renault. I'm guessing it had a lot to do with him not trusting Honda. I don't know. I guess I'm not Ricardo, so I shouldn't actively speculate on the reason why he changed teams.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.1 seconds.
My guess is that he figured Renault's long-term plan was better than Red Bull, which sounds kind of insane. Yeah, he's making good money. I don't think he expected either team to really be winning, so... Driver in front.
Hamilton is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 2.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 20.4. You're closing by 0.4 per lap.
On the move. Even he said he didn't trust Honda, but it was only a matter of time before they got the engine figured out. Predict a Honda-powered winning a championship car in the next few years.
Gap to teammate ahead is 2.6 seconds.
It's going to be Red Bull. They have the knowledge everywhere else.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Red Bull will be winning the thing, probably. Ferrari had a good manager behind them, and then they just fired him. I don't think they know what they want to do. They want to get mad that they're not winning like right now. I felt like the car was heading in the right direction last season, and they just more or less threw that away. But I knew Red Bull would be fine in the Honda engine. Red Bull knows what they're doing. Like, I never thought for a second that Red Bull was going to be in any kind of trouble taking that engine. Alright, we gotta make a push. We're too far back. Crap. Red Bull has the advantage of testing all the uncertain things on Toro Rosso first, though. With that in mind, I'm really surprised they're not doing better. Personally, yes, Renault-powered cars in the past have won championship, but in this new era, their stuff is garbage. Ferrari actually has that same advantage now with Alfa Romeo.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
What? Are you serious? See, this is just not acceptable to me, the way that they do that. I'm there. It all just comes down to how much you lunge.
Good job, nice overtake.
The Ferrari by Sauber? It's not Sauber anymore, it's Alfa Romeo. That actually did happen. But yeah, I do find it really annoying that the AI will come at you and then just turn into you. I had it, but because I didn't lunge in with enough conviction, he came back at me and just turned into me. See, here's the problem. Is that on overtake, Grosjean's there. So I have to go fast enough to get the entire car by Leclerc without hitting the back of Grosjean. Yeah, I think Alfa Romeo is Ferrari's branding, isn't it? Yeah, there is a connection between the two, but I'm not sure how closely connected they are. To be fair, he is first in that corner and had the right to do so. Actually, if Grosjean hadn't been there, I would have got completely by him, and he wouldn't have had anything to do. But because Grosjean was there, I'm braking more conservatively. It's the only reason that happened. I guess it depends on how closely you feel Alfa Romeo and Ferrari are connected.
You were pulling out to second the lap on the car behind.
It's just annoying that I spent like a few years learning these lines to outrun the AI with space and they no longer give it. So now the car just needs to be faster.
Increase the ERS deployment.
And if it's not fast enough, you're just following the whole race. I think there's plenty of time to make these overtakes too. I think the AI giving space, the devs even considered exploiting the AI on dive bombs, but in taking that away, they've taken like the last thing that made racing the AI not frustrating.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
If you get the entire car through, it doesn't matter because him hitting you has no benefit. Yeah, base straight line speed is the only area Williams doesn't struggle. They do struggle somewhat on the straights due to drag inefficiency. But yeah, in theory, 2 of the top drivers on the grid and the grid engine, so the entire issue is the car itself. I think I heard it said they are starting to make some strides though.
If you think you can get past, increase ERS deployment to overtake mode. The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Hulkenberg's fading.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to the car in front is less than a second. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
Wow. We're losing touch with the Force India. Yeah, Hulkenberg basically pinched me there. And he is not nearly quick enough to be holding me back.
Nice move. Good job.
Now we're just going to stay in hot lap. Although I think we're quite boned. We still have enough laps left. That was my fault. I was looking at chat while I was cornering. Two things you shouldn't be doing at the same time. That's why I kind of shook my head. Should never have happened.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Wow. I would have thought we'd be...
Pulling out to second a lap.
I have no excuse for that one. Just wanting to compete with Perez here, but we're not getting buy-in. That does go kind of to another point in this game. I feel like the traction is a little bit more slippery. If Hulkenberg hadn't blocked me, we might have had a shot.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
I might have won this one if the qualifying tires weren't so broken. Yeah, 95.
Good job, you did really well. Super driving.
But I was turning fastest laps in clean air, so...
So, another fantastic victory for Red Bull today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres.
I mean, I can complain about the tire carcass
Here come today's winners. The team
system
at
kind
Red
of
Bull have done a
screwing us here,
phenomenal
but it
job
is what it
recently.
is.
It's clear to see that they've put in the work and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
We're just stuck overtaking a bunch of cars we shouldn't have had to overtake. F1 2017, before they introduced the carcass system, it's just like, even as ridiculous as it was, if you're faster than everyone else, it doesn't matter because they're not in the race with you.
This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. Some amazing talents out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Williams. They pushed and pushed.
Yeah, the overtaking is just frustrating. Hungary. I like it on for the most part. It's better this year, except that the qualifying tires are just ridiculously broken at some tracks. You turn it off in Singapore. I think you actually can run the hard tires there. It's like what is it, C5, C4, and C3. I was going to try to run the medium tire in qualifying. Oh yeah, I didn't get through Q1, that's why I didn't do that. I remember now. I had a bad lap. I mean, that was my main issue with the carcass system last year, was that even on the hardest tires, you would still overheat on some tracks, and there was nothing you could do about it. But with this year's carcass system, you more or less can work around it on pretty much every track with a certain tire.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. What's it like seeing your old F2 teammate up on the podium today? You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? Great. Well, that's everything.
Can you show what helmet design you chose? I think I can, yeah. Yeah, Monaco, Mexico, France, Singapore are, I think, largely unrunnable on anything but the harder tires. They're runnable. I guess that's kind of the key point.
Excellent result today. Finishes like that will look good on your contract reviews. On to the next one.
We'll make the goals as easy on us as possible.
They aren't coming round to that proposal. Let's try something else. They didn't like those turns. Let's try again. Right, the terms have been agreed. All that's left is to sign the paperwork. You'll be on this new deal from the next race weekend.
I guess we can chuck some fuel efficiency on. I just don't really like the idea of putting chassis upgrades on and having a chance of them failing. Black screen, very black, super black. There we are. Oh, we had a lot. We had a lot come in there. We're closing, I guess. Turbo. Red Bull's pulled back a little bit. Yeah, once we can start complementing this chassis, hopefully that'll start changing things a little bit.